Because all we hear next is Head Chef Zeff scream, and everybody turns around, and it's this mother trucker Geen holding a double barrel flinty right to Zeff's head. Like, bro, why you gotta keep doing this? Why everything gotta instantly escalate to a flinty to the head?
Hello, internet. How you feeling? How you living? You see this disclaimer right here? Yeah, I kind of need you to read that. Thank you.
So Luffy versus Don Krieg is a fight that I think absolutely everybody needs to see. I don't know any way else to explain it as simply as this. An unbreakable body meets an unbreakable heart. But before we can get into the fight, we have to talk about our guy Sanji and Head Chef Zeff. Their backstory is something that I just have to share so you can understand the weight of this match. So some years back, before Baratie was even made, Sanji worked in the kitchen of this little passenger ship, and all he could talk about was this sea called the East Blue, a sea with all these different types of fish that he was going to be able to cook on. But then his ship got attacked by pirates, and their leader is none other than Head Chef Zeff. But no, this ain't the grumpy old geezer we're seeing today. This is Redfoot Zeff, the captain of the Cook Pirates, the pirates who survived a whole year in the Grand Line and came back practically unscathed. And to kick off their return from the Grand Line, they're gonna steal everything from the ship. So they just start attacking people and taking over the ship. And yo, even I gotta say, as a kid, Sanji has some spunk in him, because this little dude stood up to them, knives in hand, like, yo, if you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. It ain't my time to die. But Redfoot Zeff appears right behind him and just kicks Sanji through a wall. And I ain't gonna lie to you, I do feel bad for Sanji, because little dude didn't know how that happened. Your boy said, but look, Sanji tough too. He crawled out of that wreckage still trying to fight, proclaiming that he is going to find the all blue. But look, it's starting to storm bad outside, and this wave comes up and just washes him off the deck right into the ocean. But Zeff, no hesitation, goes to save Sanji. And look at this, Zeff was nice with it too. He jumps up, kicks the ship's mast in half, and jumps into the water with it. Nah, bro, that's insane. That's equivalent to walking outside into your backyard and kicking down a tree in one kick. Now you don't even need a lumberjack. You can just kick them down yourself and just yell timber. But as soon as Zeff jumps into the water, a huge tsunami came through and wiped out all of the ships. And all we see is the debris come crashing down. So when Sanji wakes up, it's just him and Zeff on this giant rock in the middle of the ocean, and they can't go down because it's weathered so bad from the bottom from years of waves hitting it that if they go down, they won't be able to get back up. And so Zeff gave him a bag of food and told him to go sit down on the other side of the island and watch for ships. 47 days passed, and still no ships passed through. By day 20, all of Sanji's food was gone. So now he was desperate and hungry. So he goes to the other side of the rock to where Zeff is, and he sees this big bag still full. So he goes over there all ninja-like, trying to be sneaky, and then he cuts it open, but instead of food, there's nothing but trash. And that's when he realized Zeff gave this man all the food. And that's not all. Sanji looks over, and Zeff no longer has a leg. When that ship sank on all of them, Zeff's foot got trapped. So this man wrapped the anchor around his leg and cut it off, also he could save Sanji. So as they sit there waiting for either death or salvation, and Zeff told Sanji he's been in this situation before, and every time he thinks about how great it would be to have a restaurant out on the ocean, so that if somebody was hungry that was out on these seas, they could have somewhere to eat. That's what Baratie represented. So obviously they were saved, because that leads us here to today with the Baratie chefs fighting the Krieg pirates. But Luffy and the Baratie chefs came out the gate swinging. As the Krieg pirates started charging, Luffy just slingshotted himself to them, and they couldn't even process what was coming to them. So Luffy rocked them with the gobble gobble nose. Giant scythe sending a bunch of them flying into the water. So now that got the Baratie crew fired up. They even lowered down the platform so they could have room to stand 10 toes down. Even Zeff was like, pay close attention to how he fights. This is about to be a slobber knocker. Patty Cube and the other main chef rose up in what I'ma call the paddle mackerel type 1 and starts blasting at the Krieg pirates. And this man Patty Cube is having a blast, but his fun was short-lived because they then aimed it right at Don Krieg. And no lie, I was in the background cheering. I was like, get him, get him. But I knew they were cooked as soon as they aimed it at Don Krieg. I just wasn't ready for how cooked they were. They fired at him, but he blocked it with one hand, then stopped PPM type 1 right in his tracks with that same hand, and then picked it up and yeeted that right at Baratie. I don't even know what to say. I'm shooketh. And the only thing that brought me back was Sanji's suave ass coming to save the day. Your boy got into the Spider-Man pose, then jumped into the air, did a 360 roundhouse kick to knock it away, and even stuck the landing. Ooh, it's getting spicy, people. So now kicks off the battle between the chefs and the pirates. And it's a pretty even battle until we see some dude coming up in the water. Patty Cube instantly gets taken out, and then the other main chef instantly gets taken out. And then we see him, some dude wearing a bunch of shields. This is Pearl, the invincible shield, ladies and gentlemen. And I knew instinctively that this dude was gonna be a character. Sanji must have knew it too, because it was time for him to step in. And oh, you know he gonna step in with some style. Look at this. Your boy instant transmissioned in, then did a handstand double leg tornado kick and took out 5 pirates at once. And to even add more style points on top of that, since they were talking smack about cooks, he pointed his leg out at them and said, "I'll show you a mere cook after I fillet every one of you bastards." Oh, I'm out of my seat. So Pearl starts going on and on about he's invincible and he's never lost a battle. Not a single drop of his blood has been spilled. And Luffy is over there looking like,
"Bro, what are you talking about, man?"
So Don Krieg used that as an opening to throw a giant spiked wrecking ball and chain at Luffy. He broke the post, then sent him flying, but he flew right into Pearl. Had this man in shock for a second, dabbing at his nose, seeing the blood. And no lie, I'm on the ground cackling, cause bro was just talking all that mess trying to gas himself and then get smacked right in the back of the head by a random flying Luffy. But then all the pirates looked at him and then started freaking out. My cackling instantly stopped. Some BS is about to happen and I know it. Every time Pirate starts to freak out because of one of their crewmates, some grade A BS is sure to follow. This dude proceeds to act like the monkey bombs in Call of Duty and starts banging his shields together and then burst into flames. Bro, what did I tell you? You see what I'm saying? What is this? Bro just started throwing a temper tantrum and then lit himself on fire. I guess you could say the temper rose quickly. Not only that, but he also launched flaming balls everywhere, and now everything's on fire. Some of them even went Zeff's way, but ooh, Zeff is still nice with it. He just stands there with his arm crossed and then kicks at them, putting them out with the gust from his kick. All safe and sound, cool, calm, and collected. Talking about fire pearls, eh? That's cute. Sanji must have got some inspiration from that, because Sanji also didn't care about the fire in front of him, jumps over the wall of flames, and goes for a roundhouse kick right to Pearl. But since it got blocked, Sanji comboed it with a scorpion kick right to the face and then taunted him for good measure, talking about if the fire's too hot, stay out the kitchen.
Now pick up my goddamn money.
So Don Krieg is standing over there looking like, it looks like they're having a little too much fun over there. Let me add some more spice to this hot pot. And then toss that giant mace wrecking ball right on top of their heads. But Luffy was right there for the interference though, and Gobo no bazooka it right back. And yo, Pearl keep catching strays. It's like Oda is saying, no matter how strong you think you are, stay humble. Because this wrecking ball crashed into the post, breaking it, and it failed, smashing right onto Pearl's head, making him look like an ingrown hair that needs to be removed. And now the momentum is back with Baratie. But this turn in momentum was short-lived, because all we hear next is Head Chef Zeff scream, and everybody turns around, and it's this mother trucker Geen holding a double barrel flinty right to Zeff's head. Like, bro, why you gotta keep doing this? Why everything gotta instantly escalate to a flinty to the head? Can we not find a better way to get what we want? But then suddenly Pearl gets up. But now this means Zeff is a hostage, so nobody can do anything unless they want Zeff's brain matter all over the side of the boat. So now it's free eats for Pearl, so he just mollywops Sanji into next week. And then when my man can barely get up, he gets hit with the Pearl double gong smash, scrambling his everything. Bro, this is just not fair. So seeing Sanji get beat on and not being able to fight back because they're literally using Zeff as a human hostage pissed Luffy off. So he does something yet again that I would have never seen coming. He rage quits.
Huh?
This menace to society shoots his leg up far. And when I say far, I mean far. And it comes flying down fast. Gomu Gomu no! Battle axe! And then smash the decks to pieces. He said, if y'all are gonna bicker, can't nobody have the shit. So after the smoke clears, and Sanji is arguing with Luffy about the logic of his thought process in that, Pearl goes to attack again. But then something miraculous happens. Ging drops the double barrel flinty and blows past Sanji and Luffy to hit Pearl right in the gut, smashing his torso shield to pieces, knocking him out cold. Ging has metal tonfa with bowling ball size steel balls welded to the ends of them. So I'm over there getting excited, thinking that he's on our side. Even Pearl was like, why would you do this? I'm like, huh? What do you mean why? This whole time, Ging has been talking about how Sanji saved all of your lives. Ging's heart has been moved. And now you're just telling him to just watch as y'all kill the man that saved his and all of y'all lives? But no, Ging says, if he has to die, it'll be by my hands. And I'm like, what? What kind of logic is that, Ging? So while you give me a sec to mope how it's Sanji versus Ging, other than Sanji and Ging, I'm just gonna introduce you to Savage Luffy moment number 3. Ging was sitting there apologizing to Luffy, but Luffy looks at him and says, I don't know what you're apologizing for. I'm not afraid of any Don Krieg pirate. Bro just said that like they were some scrubs. He said that like their name meant absolutely nothing to him. Like they were worse than absolute dog water. Oh, that did not sit well with them. Every single last one of them got irritated and was like, we're the Don Krieg pirates, the rulers of the East Blue. Don't you dare disrespect us. And this mad lad Luffy said, well, that's only because y'all outnumber everybody. If y'all couldn't do at least that, wouldn't that mean y'all just suck? What? Oh, that sent everybody over the edge. All of them are raging at this point. But bro, it's not done. Luffy looks right at Don Krieg and says, you just don't get it, do you? You're like a little crab with all that armor on. Hard on the outside, but soft on the inside.
Move. Yeah, move. Move. Why? Because move.
Nah, your boy is wildin'. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolute banger for you tonight. My name is Zeus.
And my name is Buggy. And this is the Announcer's Desk.
Before every match, you get to see our beautiful faces so we can talk to you about what we think.
And my thoughts on this is that we are about to have a slobber knocker on our head. But the real question that's plaguing my mind is, how do you think Sanji is going to win this?
I'll be honest, Buggy, I have no idea. Sanji is already extensively damaged right now. Those were some huge shots he took earlier. I don't even know how he's even standing right now. Then look at Ging. He's fresh as a daisy. He automatically has the advantage before the match even starts.
And Zeus, look at the weapons he has. They look so fun. They give you that added reach and attack damage. And if Sanji gets touched with those even once, this match will be over. Ooh. Do you think Sanji's gonna go snap, crackle, pop?
Well, I think we're about to find out, because that's all the time we have right now for you folks. My name is Zeus.
And my name is Buggy.
And this has been the Announce Desk. This match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Baratie, the sous chef, Sanji. And his opponent, representing the Krieg Pirates, their first lieutenant, Cold-Blooded Ging. So Ging charges in, and look at those bowling ball toffers go. He's spinning those things like he a helicopter taking flight. But Sanji does this lean and then goes for a roundhouse axe kick. And bro, I gotta point it out because this man don't break character for anything. Look how suave he is. He's doing all of this with his hands in his pockets. Bro, what? That's just next level suaveness right there. But it was just a fake by Ging, so he dodges back and goes for his own kill shot. Sanji barely dodges, but Ging's not done there. He brings that same tonfa up to an uppercut. Sanji dodges again and uses that momentum to launch a spinning roundhouse kick, but Ging also uses his own momentum to weave Sanji's attack yet again by leveling his body out in midair. And look at him. He know he got Sanji in check. Then he slams his tonfa right down on Sanji's throat. Ooh, baby, this match is going crazy, crazy on a Saturday night. Ah! Gin got Sanji in a crazy way right now. Pinned down, trying to go for a 3 count. So Gin goes in with his attack, but Sanji spits his cigarette to his face, making him loosen his grip so Sanji can get from under him and deliver a swift kick right to the top of Gin's skull. And look at that thing bouncing like a basketball. But he wasn't out yet. He gripped his tonfa and swung it straight into Sanji's ribs, knocking him down. And now they're both down. But Gin is the first to get up, so he immediately goes for the kill. But Sanji gained a second win and cartwheel dodges out of the way, and then whiff punish him again with the swift kick to the head. And I'm like, ooh, Sanji ain't dead yet. Sanji ain't dead yet. But all of that damage was just too much for Sanji, and he collapsed. So Gin was able to get back up from the blow, and now he's standing over Sanji, hand on throat, ready to end him. But he can't do it. He can't end the life of the man who saved his. But that's not all. This mad lad even had the audacity to ask Krieg to let them and the boat go. Bro, what? This man is cute. You think you can disobey my orders and then tell me what to do? Who do you think you are? You are no longer my first captain.
Whoa, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
This man proceeds to pull off one of his shoulder guards, attaches it to his hand, and then points it at Gin, Luffy, and everyone else. And I'm like, huh? What do you got now? But then all of the pirates starts freaking out again.
Move. Yeah, move. Move, move. Why? Because move.
What is about to happen now? This dude has a whole MH gas bomb, and this ain't no tear gas. This is straight up poison. Blood coming from the eyes, coughing up a lung, not being able to breathe, end of life poison, and he's about to hurl it at everyone. So all the pirates start scrambling for their gas mask because they knew that Don Krieg was on some demon timing and they did not want to be caught up in the crossfire. But this dude Gin throws his into the water. This man is tripping, acting like this is some noble thing to do since he betrayed his captain. And then Don Krieg fires it. So Luffy snatches the mask off a couple of the pirates and tosses them to Sanji and Gin, but he can't find his own, and it's too late. The gas bomb explodes. So when everything clears, we see Luffy with the mask, and I'm like, huh? Hold up. How did that happen? It was Gin. He gave Luffy back the mask, and he sacrificed himself for Luffy and Sanji. But unfortunately, your boy looks like a shriveled up room now. And look at Don Krieg. He's cackling right now.
What a fool. You were paid a plate of food with your life. How pathetic.
This man is diabolical. But y'all know how Luffy gets when he sees someone getting laughed at for doing something they thought was right. So your boy just charges at Don Krieg. But look, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I kind of gotta be with Don Krieg on this one. I don't know if this makes me bad or not, but think about it from Don Krieg's perspective. Don Krieg is the HNIC around here, and what he says goes. You already seen her murderize his own crew member for just asking a question. So what do you think happened here? And Gin has gotten all of this leeway. Bro went off on his own to God knows where for weeks, and then comes back to their rundown ship and starving crew, all fat and happy. Then he was reluctant to tell Don Krieg where he got the food from. So when he finally told Don Krieg that, when they got there, after Don Krieg said he would let everybody live and even let it go that Gin wouldn't end the life of this one man Don was telling him to end because he was getting in the way, he did all of that for Gin. And now he asked Don Krieg, the leader of the East Blue, to not take the ship that he wanted. No, that he needed to get back to the Grand Line. Bro, that was the last straw. And he snapped. Of course, Gin was a dead man walking after that. I'm sorry, but it's the truth. Please don't hate me.
Let me tell you something. There are other things than smart.
Yeah, those are not smart.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Buggy, and this is the announce desk. What a match we just had. Unfortunately, it was interrupted by that emotional display of craziness. Next up is our main event, Luffy versus Don Krieg, and the stakes cannot be higher. Buggy, I know you're excited about Don Krieg specifically.
Ooh, yes, Zeus. Did you see his armor? Look at it shine. That beautiful, luscious piece of hardware can face tank a small cannon and come out without a scratch. I also wonder just how many weapons he has hiding in there. We've already seen a Gatling gun, cannons from every orifice, and ooh, that gas cannon was genius. Did you see Gin? He was all like Oh, my Buggy, that was hilarious.
Well, you definitely worry me sometimes, but you are 100% right. We do not know what other weapons or gadgets he has. Luffy needs to be really careful how he plays this. Don Krieg looks like he's going to be one tough opponent, but I guess we'll just have to see in a second, folks. That looks like all the time we have today because Luffy looks really upset right now, and we have our intros to do. So hurry up and hit that like button, and if you don't mind, if you're feeling up to it, you should definitely subscribe. I'm Zeus.
And I'm Buggy. And this has been the Announce Desk.
This match is scheduled for one fall, and it is your main event of the evening. Introducing first, he is the upstart menace, Monkey D. Luffy. And his opponent, he is the captain of the Krieg Pirates, Foul Player Krieg. So Luffy charges, but Don Krieg has been playing Keyblade with Luffy this whole time. But this time, the look in Luffy's eyes are different, and he just charges full speed ahead. Don Krieg throws out some bombs into the water to create a screen, and then starts peppering it with stakes. But this time, Luffy just kept charging in, getting impaled by those stakes, and then burst out the other side with the Gomu Gomu no. But Don Krieg was ready for this and whips out a cloak full of spikes. So Sanji asked the question, where's Luffy supposed to hit him? And I'm like, bro, look into this man's eyes. He does not care. Pistola! And straight cold cocks him through the spikes to the face. Got him looking like the ass he is. This got his whole crew shook because they ain't never seen anybody do Don Krieg like that. And your boy was on the ground for a hot minute too. Luffy was able to take the spikes out of him and everything, but he was baiting it the whole time because as soon as Luffy gets a little bit closer, he goes in for a surprise attack. But Luffy had that scouted, so he dodges it, hooks his foot on Don Krieg's shoulders, and then slams him on his back. And ooh boy, at this point, the Krieg Pirates are practically crapping themselves because Don Krieg, their boss, just got little broed by a little bro, not once, but twice. Oh nah, they don't know what to do now. Don Krieg gets up, then pulls off both of his shoulder guards and pulls a handle from the end of it. So I'm like, huh? A lollipop? But then he brings it down right on Luffy's head. Thankfully he dodges, but this thing explodes. No way this man got an exploding lollipop. So now Luffy is hiding because what the heck is that? But Don Krieg don't give him any reprieve. He blew up the whole foothold. He took a page from Luffy. Get pissed, nuke the map. So now Luffy's got very little foothold and hella blood loss. So your boy is in a bad way. And Don Krieg sees this, so he just puts on the pressure. But Luffy is Weave Nation certified. But this is all part of Don Krieg's strategy. He was just leading Luffy to the edge where there was no footing at all. So now he's thinking checkmate and goes for the kill shot. But Luffy says no, 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 and shoots his arm forward and clung onto the spear like his life depended on it. Bro, Luffy is just built different. This is crazy. But this just angered Don Krieg further. So he just slams the spear to the ground, creating an explosion that launches Luffy into the air, making him free fall right into a thrust by Don Krieg. So Luffy has no choice but to block the blade coming at him. And tick, tick, boom. It explodes right in Luffy's face, got him turned into burnt rubber. But our guy Luffy gets back up. He's a charged zombie, but he's ready to fight. So Don Krieg just whacks him again. Wait. Go back. You saw that, right? This mad lad Luffy just punched the spear. And then he kept doing it. Just face taking those explosions back to back. But he got what he wanted. The tip of the spear broke into pieces. Huh? So you telling me I just gotta sit here and accept that that just happened?
Oh, you bet your ass.
Well, all right then. I'll just keep going. Don Krieg charges in again with his now spearless lollipop. So he just jumps in the air and it hangs onto this mast. But Don Krieg said he ain't playing that and goes full lumberjack and blows up the bottom of it, making it fall. Luffy got some tricks up his sleeve too, though. Look at his big brain play by Luffy. He breaks part of the mast off and chunks it like a spear at Don Krieg. But this man's bag is deep and he pulls out a flamethrower and turns it into ash before it can even reach him. Luffy ain't done laying on the pressure though, because he comes out of the smoke and starts wailing on Don Krieg with the Gomu Gomu no Gatling gun. But it ain't hurting Don Krieg at all. Your boy's just big chest eating it. So Luffy was like, alright, you think you're Mr. Tough Guy, huh? Well, eat this. And Gomu Gomu no Pistol gut checks him. But my guy, my G, if all of those Gatling punches didn't work, why did you think this was gonna? And get mollywops. So when Luffy gets back up, Don Krieg has disappeared. And I'm freaking out like, ain't no way this man got an invisibility cloak too. Ain't no way. Thankfully, I was wrong. But him being 500 feet up in the air doesn't help either. And again, I'm going crazy because I think this man is about to jump from there and cause a nuclear explosion. And I think Luffy was thinking the same thing because he charged straight up at Don Krieg, gearing up for a Gomu no bazooka. But Don Krieg just whacks him again. Luffy ain't stopped though and hits him with it, launching him into the air. And yo, it cracked his armor a lot. Okay, Luffy, I see you. But again, Don Krieg is playing chess right now. He lured Luffy up there on purpose because this man scattered bombs everywhere. So he detonated it, blowing everything up. And I'm freaking out like, no. But Luffy comes bursting out the smoke with yet another Gomu no bazooka and shattered Don Krieg's armor, sending him falling. But it still ain't over. Even with the armor shattered, Don Krieg still has more stuff. He launched a net, trapping Luffy in it, so they would both fall into the ocean. And since Luffy can't swim, he would drown. But no, Luffy's innovation is something serious. He pops out both of his legs from the net, then corkscrewed them together, making this long braid, catching Don Krieg's face and spinning him like a spin top that's been motorized by the Energizer Bunny, and slamming him down hard onto the deck of Baratie, allowing Luffy to pin him for the 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, what a match. Truly main event caliber right there. And yes, baby, we back after a long hiatus. I missed you guys so much. We definitely have more in store for you, so make sure you stay tuned. Until next time, I'll see you beautiful peoples later.
Phone on them bells, I told trap, I need action. Them job moving slow, so a young nigga trapping. Stayed in the murk, had no grip on no matches. So cold in the winter, I kept one more match. Shit had got real and the devil was laughing. Some niggas I fed wouldn't give me a napkin. Picture this shit, my life is a caption. I asked for some help and I got no reaction.